I would take this opportunity to represent Tsinghua School of Journalism and Communication as our Dean, Mr. Liu Bingjie, to convey our best wishes and our profound gratitude for Mr. Serge Dumont and also Dumont Foundation for their help in the past few years in the process of developing the academic discipline of public communication and also strategic communication and public relation. This is actually a brand new academic discipline, and we actually developed at the beginning of the establishment of the School of Journalism and Communication in Tsinghua University back to 13 years ago. I first encountered Mr. Serge Dumont in a training of government spokesperson in 2003. You all know that that year is a bad year for China because we have a SARS crisis. And starting from that moment, the government realized the importance of communication, especially how to communicate with the public and also international community. So I think at this point, Mr. Serge Dumont's contribution, also Serge Foundation's contribution, would help this kind of government and entrepreneurial communication become a regular discipline in a university like Tsinghua. So starting from 2004, we started this scholarship, and this scholarship called Tsinghua Serge Dumont Scholarship on Public Communication. We actually help a lot of students to raise their awareness of what is exactly public relation and also what exactly public communication, and provided them with a lot of internship opportunity to help them to interact with the global society and enhance their awareness of intercultural communication and public relation. So at this point, I again want to represent faculty and students from Tsinghua School of Journalism and Communication to thank Mr. Dumont and the Serge Foundation for their help. Personally, Serge is my best friend, and we have a long-standing relationship and always have the feeling about his poetic personality, because he looked to me like a poet and philosopher rather than a practitioner. And I always have a thinking about his Chinese name, because his Chinese name actually alluded to one Chinese great poet, Du Fu, and also one Chinese philosopher, Mencius. These two philosophers and poets actually are famous for their deep feelings and also their devotions during crisis. So I believe Serge chose the right Chinese name, because it actually always came to our help when we meet crisis. When China had a crisis in 2003, when the SARS broke out, and also when the Tsinghua School of Journalism and Communication need help, Serge is always there. So personally, I also thank Serge for his long-time friendship and also his readiness for help. I think with the continuous cooperation with Mr. Serge Dumont and his foundation, the Tsinghua School of Journalism and Communication will have a new starting point of building up a path for the global development, especially in the discipline of public relation and public communication. Overall, and as President Xi Jinping recently said, China should contribute more to building up a peaceful and developing human community of common destiny. So I think what Serge has done and also what Tsinghua has done, we have this common ground, not only help Tsinghua to develop, or not only help China to develop, but also help the whole globe to develop into what President Xi referred to a peaceful and sustainable developing global community of common destiny.